We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Jets and their inner-city rivals, the New York Giants. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
In motion right, that's Hyatt. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one, and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Giants, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve. on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Ball again on second down. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that, because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
At their own 13-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up a bit, a little bit, didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Giants hit 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 10. Handoff as they run the counter play. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. Dances by him. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Phillips. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces, so that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a jet was shaken up on that one. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. You talk about this giant defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And some room to work. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back. I've got this call.
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field. He wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Barnes. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They are still in search of their first points of the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Doug going to look to throw this. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Duggan now to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the fourth down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Now they'll audible to something else. They'll run with Hall. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Throwing, Duggan. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got a man. It's his fullback. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes is quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Here's Duggan to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Sauce Gardner puts it off. And unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, Bean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. 2nd half starts with a run by Hall. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That's taken on the 25. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 40 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Duggan looking to throw. Hyatt able to make the catch downfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he stopped immediately there. 3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. And now they're in the hurry-up.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
To throw is Duggan.
3rd and 5.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to get this down close to a 1st at about the Jets' 15-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Duggan. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On first down, right back to Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Hall again. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 86 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now it's 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. Give him 18 on the play.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants are right back in this football game. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
Well, that a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 8. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Looking to throw. Dugan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Now Hall to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Hall again on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 101 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. His throw incomplete.
The 2nd down pass intended for number 44. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 12.
Let's go. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Going across the field, he finds Phillips. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, New York.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Hall. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Giants nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Duggan will look to throw this. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done, really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball.
You're handing
out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural. But
I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that. And I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Jets, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.